box four-door Sunfire.
Oh yeah.
It uses the yellow handle. What's up? What's up?
In this episode of Hoonin' All Day, the guys salvage a worn-out economy car with almost 400,000 kilometers on it, drive it on a trip permit to the drag strip, modify it, and then install a supercharger in the pits, just to see how fast they can get it going. And, well, just to say they did it.
Going in the bush.
What the hell is that?
This is it. It was a wore-out Cavalier. It's exactly what we wanted. Just something people could be familiar with, I guess would be the best way to say it. It's just an automatic, wore-out Sunfire.
Sure. Go with it. Oh, I hear dinging.
Yeah. You got a battery at least.
Hey! Ooh. She's a runner.
Man.
We were gonna drive with ya.
No consideration.
No consideration. None taken.
Oh. The deal's done.
That was decent.
That sucks. We need some driver training.
Andy couldn't drive a greasy finger in You just need to hold her wide open and just wing it.
Frig.
I think you should let me try that.
Up in there, bud.
I'm good for 90 degrees.
So who's in the pilot? Who's piloting now?
Nate.
Yeah, no, we're not making it. Oh,
Oh wow.
Did you make it? Oh, there you go. Like a glove.
It's actually looking pretty good shape. I was actually impressed for being a free car, how functional it seemed to be.
Nate Mitchell. This guy drives 100 miles an hour in his driveway. Some say he was born with a heavy right foot, which causes him to pound limiters daily. Tyler Junkin. He's the brains, the car innovator. He pushes the envelope in every build. He was put on this planet to tear down vehicles, reinvent the wheel. Andy McCann. He is the junkyard dog, stripping cars on a daily, rigging together projects on a shoestring budget. Jeremy Kelly, the man with the camera. He's finally combining his two loves, car racing and filmmaking, having to go the distance, proving himself to the guys, on the track and in the garage. This is HOONin' All Day.
Yeah. So we have to drive her home with them on.
We have to drive her home with the slicks on her, so be it.
Let's do it. What's up?
So on the tuner nuts, I was missing the key for the one style tuner nuts because between all of us, we forgot tuner nuts, keys, everything we needed to put the slicks on the car.
So how's the checklist looking?
Broken. Not even out of the driveway yet. What's up?
think a tire's rubbing on something. I don't know.
You smell that, Eddie?
Oh, it reeks like burnt rubber.
Smells like burnt condoms.
After night with Nate. She's smoking tires.
Nothing but dry. Well, at least the tire has a chance to cool down now. Nothing? That side?
I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
We're never going to keep a wheel on it.
When I looked in the wheel well, I saw the spring hat bent down crooked, sitting down on the back side of the tire.
Oh, look at the spring hat.
Really? All right. Did we bring a hammer?
No.
What's rubbing?
The strut is bent,
Oh, really?
Badly.
like badly. We just need a hammer. How heavy is that camera?
We're so not going to make it at any good time. Be lucky to get up there and pull a drag. So we had to turn around and come back. Fortunately enough, out of all my race car stuff, we had a spare strut.
Isn't it? Free cars at its finest.
At that point, I thought the car was such a piece of junk that I didn't think we were even going to make it there.
The perch the spring sits on has literally rotted all the way around here. So this is actually pressing down on your tire.
The ride up was kind of fun, you know. It felt like we were in high school doing a Wendy's run again, you know. We all crammed in this thing. Thing was just riding the rails.
Couple of JBCs.
Couple of JBCs later. All right, Nate. What do you got for me, man?
Andy, get the out of the camera.
What's that right there?
Flip it up a little more, Yeah, at the top there. The top's a little shallow.
Oh, man.
There we go.
So how do you feel working with us?
I feel pretty good. You guys have kind of opened me up to a whole new thing, you know? I'm used to doing like documentaries about canoeing, the hospital, really serious documentary things, but
So
like,
we're not serious, is what you're saying.
you guys are the farthest thing from serious, to be honest.
No, not yet. Get it soft. Get it soft. Okay.
What's going on back there? Big game plan?
Yeah, so what we're doing,
Just making it at this point is the game plan.
I was just praying that we could drive it down the road and the thing make it there.
4 guys in there overweighed the suspension, so we were tucking back tire going down the road.
where are we going?
We're going to Shannonville drag strip. They got a test and tune on Fridays. So we're going to take this up there, see what time it runs as it's sitting right now. And then we'll put some go fast stuff on that is maybe not quite so good for this thing and see what time it runs. If it survives all that, then we'll try and drive it home the way we drag raced it last. We had no chase truck, no trailer, no reel, anything. We had what was in the trunk of the car, what we thought we remember we needed, which wasn't everything. It was just the 4 of us in a crab box HOONfire that we knew nothing about, that we drove up there. And at first I didn't think we were going to make it up there.
First pass was slow. Boring. Looked like a Sunday cruise.
That thing would barely spin the Motormasters when we got there.
Now we'll just see what we can improve upon. I tried to do a burnout. It wouldn't do it for the life of it. Even on the crappy Motormasters that were bald, that had half the side of the one tire wore off from the strut. It took off and it was like I could have read the newspaper going down the quarter mile. It gave us a baseline, and I mean, hey, for anybody that's got a four-door HOONfire with an automatic that takes it drag racing, you're probably gonna run a 17-second pass. We didn't bring anything. We went, this is kind of what we're gonna need, and we'll jerry-rig it from there.
Ty, why are you cutting that off, man?
The supercharger's too big, it doesn't fit. We had to cut the rad support out of the car to make the charger fit.
Fucking Andy, give her.
It's off.
Well, that's all we needed. We don't have a thin walled 17 mil socket, so.
Do I not have a shallow? Just do them up with a 3/8 wrench.
Dude, do we have to get the lawn chair out now?
I got slammed in the timeout chair there. I was basically just getting in the way. Andy and Tyler were kind of getting her done, and I was just kind of finding to do.
I didn't know what to expect on that because the last time that supercharger was mounted to anything, it was a very tubed up version of a Cavalier. I didn't know how it would fit. I didn't know what would get in its way, what would happen, and I mean, we obviously had barriers.
In a rush of packing the car, we missed a few things.
We're fighting with a rad hose because we didn't quite pre-predict a rad hose problem with the supercharger in its way.
No matter what we tried to do with the rad hose, it just kept getting in the way of the belt.
We need a piece of pipe to make our rad hose fit.
We had an aluminum race jack, and we ended up cutting the end of the handle off it with the grinder and finding a few people to get a few hose clamps. The jack handle was the same thickness, so we cut about 6-inch piece off of the jack, and it worked perfect.
We had to change all the fueling system, change fuel pressure regulator, the ECM. We had to remove the whole intake, bend a whole bunch of stuff out of the way. Some coolant lines were still left hanging.
Ty, what's this?
It's gone.
What do we have here?
Grass fertilizer.
Yes. This is the pulley that allows the new belt to run on the charger. We had to move the rad all the way forward and virtually until they touched the back of the headlights, and then we kind of zip tied the headlights to the rad. It was all very hacked up, but it worked. I've never done the standard to make it think it's automatic tune. So I tried to flash a whole bunch of stuff from an automatic tune onto the standard tune to make it work. Well, it would start and run perfectly fine, but as soon as I put it in drive, the car would stall out.
Is the e-brake on or something?
And stall out, and stall out.
I was pretty confident Tyler knew what he was doing. He's the guru with that. That's his cup of tea.
You're waiting awfully patiently.
I'm waiting a minute and 2 seconds to hopefully make the automatic transmission files work enough that the car will actually move. And we're running out of time and it's getting darker and I'm trying to figure it out and I'm getting frustrated with it and I just wanted to beat the thing down. So eventually I just took a whole automatic file and put all my fueling into it and put that in the car, and then we finally got to go out and make a pass.
What does that mean?
I think it's gonna move.
I was just hoping the thing wasn't gonna blow up on the track and everybody be pissed because then they gotta clean the track and we look like a bunch of wet noodles, so. His stock exhaust 4-door automatic granny mobile just melting slicks off on the front. It was hilarious.
Pretty much when you hit the pedal, you just want to giggle because it makes this gnarly, raw sound of the whine, the sucking, and just you can hear the spooling of the supercharger.
As soon as I pulled up to the line and pulled the e-brake and hit the gas and it actually spun the front tires this time and like squealed the tires, I knew we had more, I just didn't know to what extent.
Well, right there we ran a 16.5. It seemed really peppy off the get-go, but it seemed to bog down getting down the back half of the track. We gained about half a second in the quarter mile.
The first run was garbage. It left hard, but it just blew the tires off the front of it, and then it just fell apart. I bet. Can you hear me now?
It's a miracle that we got out there. Let's be real.
So I think it needs spark plugs. It was about halfway down. It was really breaking down really bad. Check engine light was flashing. I'm gonna scan it, see what we get. I did bring spark plugs because I knew the supercharger unit usually likes a nice set of plugs. I can't believe it. I'm on the moon. I mean, we just went from what, a 17.1 to what was that, a 15.7?
Yeah.
15.7 in 3 hours. I mean, couldn't ask for anything more. Car 370K that we got for nothing. I mean, now we get to drive it home. Fuck, how could it get any better? This is great.
What do we have here, buddy?
That's my bundle of joy here.
Got them already.
Oh, did you? Yeah. What's her name?
Her name's Piper.
Yeah. How old is she now?
5 days. It's good to be back on the track. Questions. This is the
first time I got to drive the car, and every time you touch the throttle, all you can hear is the supercharger. It was awesome, and just the looks that people gave you was just priceless.
I'm not driving it home, I don't care.
I was trying to get it close to the wall, and yeah, I got close. So, took the passenger mirror off it.
They walk the passenger side mirror on the outside wall in the front.
And almost beat a $100,000 friggin' Challenger with it, so that felt pretty good. One day when she's old enough to watch it, she'll be a runner. Yep, best day of my life.
Oh, the intake fell off. It's that perfect crap box slash quick enough to put a smile on your face piece of junk is exactly what it is.
Just to say we did it.
It's just to say we did it, yeah.
Every grandma and every